Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about chasing consistency and not perfection. It's important that in this life you chase consistency because consistency is going to lead you to perfection. If you're looking for perfection, then you're going to get discouraged and you're not going to be consistent. You're not going to be continually showing up because you're looking for perfection. And if you fell short, or if you failed, or if it wasn't meeting your criteria, then you're not going to be consistent, and consistency is what leads to perfection each and every single time. By compounding, by stacking until you have a brick wall that is fortified, that is perfect. The only way you're going to see perfection is through consistency, is through 10,000 hours, is through mastery, which comes through consistency and time. So in this video, we're going to talk about chasing consistency and not perfection. And this is going to greatly help you to get to where you want to go in life. Because I tell you what, today inside of the gym, I had a terrible workout. And if I was looking for perfection, I would not want to go tomorrow because I feel like I fell short and I would be unmotivated. But I'm not chasing perfection. I'm chasing consistency. Just by me showing up, I'm stacking hours. Just by me showing up, I'm compounding. And when you strive for perfection, consistency ceases because you get discouraged all the time because you cannot be perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about consistently compounding days. Over a long period of time, you're going to look in the mirror. You're going to look at your physique and it's going to be perfect because you compounded days. Or you're going to look at your channel and your videos are going to be perfect because you put 10,000 hours. You mastered the craft. Consistency is putting hours in that compound that lead to mastery, that lead to perfection. But you can never get to perfection if you're cutting out consistency. And if you're looking for perfection, then you're going to be discouraged to be consistent because you can never be perfect. You can never be perfect. It's never going to be perfect because majority of the time is going to be dreary. Majority of the time it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect setting. It's not going to be the perfect moment. It's not going to be perfect. Majority of the time is going to be grueling. Majority of the time you're not going to want to do it. It's going to require discipline. It's never going to be perfect. You may have times where it feels like it's perfect, where it feels like the perfect setting, where it feels like the perfect time, but that comes through consistency. That comes from the days of discipline leading up to that moment. It's not about perfection. It's about consistently compounding days. That's what's going to lead you to perfection. The 10,000 hours. Putting time into anything. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. The more you put into anything, the more you're going to get out of it.
The more you put into anything in life, the more you're going to get out.
And the more imperfect hours you put into anything, you're still learning. You're still researching, you're still analyzing, you're still absorbing, and nothing can be perfect because you cannot control every aspect of life. Those who want everything to be perfect are those who try to control every aspect of life. But life is unpredictable. It's never going to be the right moment. It's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be different. You're always jumping into the deep end. And consistency, time in the unknown, is going to lead you to perfection, true mastery, where you have time, where you have hours compounded to where you can handle the unknown. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. If you're burning yourself out at both ends of the wick, if you're grinding yourself to a halt, if you're completely destroying yourself, you're not going to last that long, and you're going to be discouraged to keep going for long. It's about consistency, continually showing up, because then you're motivated to continually keep showing up, because it's encouraging. You want to keep showing up because your last experience was a good experience. Now, I'm not preaching any cookie cutter soft work ethic, but I'm just saying, if you grind yourself to a halt every single time, there's going to be at least once where you're going to need a cool down, where it's not going to be perfect, where you're going to be sluggish, where you're going to be slow. And if you're always about intensity, you're going to burn yourself out for consistency. And the person who's consistent is always going to pass the person who is intense, who's going for intensity. Now, you can have intensity mixed with consistency where you're consistently going because you want to compound. You want to progressively overload. You want to do more and more and more, because that's how you grow. You grow through intensity. You grow through more weight. You grow through putting more weight on the bar. So yes, you got to be consistent, but you also got to be intense as well. But if you're just intense, you're going to burn yourself out to where you can't be consistent. And if you're just consistent with no intensity or little to no intensity, you're not going to be growing. So you need a perfect balance when it pertains to consistency and intensity. You need to be consistent so you're encouraged, so you keep showing up, but you also need to be intense so you can keep growing, so you can progressively overload. And it's about showing up again and again and doing better than before. True mastery comes through consistency and repetition. True mastery comes by having hours in the game, and you should just always aim to do better than before. You should always aim to do more than before. And if you have a shortcoming, then still be consistent. Continually keep showing up, because you're compounding nonetheless. And when you're consistent and you're compounding and you keep showing up, perfection will be formed in the process. Over the hours in and the hours out, perfection will be formed in the process. The more times you swing the bat, the more likely you are to hit a home run. And by just being consistent, it's going to motivate you, because if you had a sluggish or slow day, you're not looking for perfection. You're looking for consistency, which is going to compound, and it's going to have the same effect as if you were perfect. If you keep compounding to the best of your ability, doing the most that you can, you're going to get to where you want to go. You're going to grow and you're going to become strong. And through the process, you will reach perfection, whatever that means. Because the closer you get towards a goal, it's always changing. So perfection is always changing. There's always tweaks. There's always adjustments, and wherever you're at, there's always more to go. There's always something else to do. So perfection is unattainable. It's always one step away. It's always one goal away. It's always one rep away. But if you're consistent and you do the best that you possibly can, the days will compound and you'll get there. And if you look towards every day being perfect, you're going to be discouraged, because every day is not going to be perfect. There's going to be days where you're slacking. There's going to be days where you don't do what's required of you. You're going to set standards for yourself that you will miss because you're tired, because you're discouraged, because you don't have the gas in the tank. And if you're searching for perfect, you're going to be discouraged. You're going to be unmotivated, and you probably won't show up again. But if you chase consistency, you'll say, you know what? I could show up tomorrow. I could show out tomorrow. I can return tomorrow. Then you compound, and that compound effect of continually showing up, of continually putting the hours in, the 10,000 hours, continually practicing your craft, continually learning, eventually perfection will be formed in the process. But you don't want to chase perfection, you want to chase consistency. And when you chase consistency, perfection will be formed in the process. So that's today's video. Chase consistency, not perfection, and perfection will be formed in the process due to compounding. And that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure you chase consistency so you don't discourage yourself, so you continually keep showing up, and perfection will be formed in the process. That's all I have for this video. It was a very brief topic, just like most of my videos are. I just pick a topic, I come on, I discuss it, and that's all my videos are. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.